Hi folks, Dave Fleck here again. As you know, I'm an attorney here in Los Angeles County, the city of Los Angeles, and I'm driving again because that's what we do here in Los Angeles. Today I'm driving past the federal courthouse, which you can see there right next to me, and the reason I'm showing you the federal courthouse is that I am just coming off of two really amazing victories in that courthouse, two back-to-back victories. One in a criminal case in which I represented somebody accused of a financial crime, and the other one is a civil case in which my client was sued by a very large corporation. So the reason I want to tell you about these two cases is because they sort of illustrate how important it is to hire an attorney with courtroom experience if you have a case that will be in the courtroom. So, for example, in the criminal case, my client, when he first hired me, was looking at a maximum sentence. He was facing a maximum sentence of decades in prison, decades in federal prison. And when he was sentenced recently, he walked out with a sentence of 0 time in prison at all. And then the civil case I had, my client is a small businessman who was sued by a very large corporation, and that corporation wanted him to pay them over $10 million. Well, he could not come up with that kind of money. Of course not. So this case continued through the process, and when the case was finally resolved by the judge, my client was ordered to pay $0 to the supergiant corporation. So why is it that courtroom experience made the difference? Well, as you know, I was a deputy district attorney in the county of Los Angeles for a decade. And as a prosecutor, as a criminal prosecutor, you spend a lot of time in court. And for many years, you were just in court every single day. The courtroom is your office, and you get to know the parties very well. You get to know the judges and their motivations. You get to know the prosecutors and their motivations. So in the criminal case, it was very important for me to understand both the judge and the prosecutor, because those are the two parties in the criminal case that have a lot of power over my client's fate, really. So understanding how they approach a case really made a difference, so that in the end, my client was able to get a sentence that really was appropriate in this case, and was able to stay at home with his family and not go to prison. And in the civil case, understanding the judge. Now, I got to tell you, this judge in the civil case, Judge Manuel Real, this is in the Central District of California. He has been on the bench. He has been a judge in federal court for 50 years. 50 years. He was appointed to the federal bench by Lyndon Johnson, President Lyndon Johnson, back in the 1960s. He has been doing this a long time. And what my experience is with judges like that is they really just want to resolve cases and bring them to conclusion as soon as possible, as efficiently as possible, and as effectively as possible. So that was my job, to help the judge understand the case thoroughly enough to be able to reach what I believe the right conclusion, and to to just enable him to do that. Now, I didn't know exactly how he was going to resolve it. I can't read minds. But I did very effectively, I think, understand the judge's motivations and achieve my client's goal, where he is not going to have to pay a single dime. Again, which is the right outcome in this case. The point of all of this is that with a decade of courtroom experience, I bring valuable wisdom and insight to any litigation, whether it's criminal litigation or civil litigation in state or federal court. If you have a case like that is in court or is going to end up in court, give me a call. Let's talk about it. You can call me anytime on my cell phone at 818-268-5929, 818-268-5929, or check out my blog at www.rudoyfleck.com. I look forward to hearing from you.